Hi everyone, my name is Bill Binns. I'm from West Michigan. I was born here. I was raised up here. I moved away in my late teens when I joined the Navy. I spent some time in the Navy. Came back to West Michigan. Left West Michigan. Kind of lived all over the place between Arizona and Georgia and Texas and Wisconsin. Eventually back to West Michigan. But my story kind of goes deeper than that. Yeah, I think the real story isn't my story, it's the story of Jesus in my life. When I first came to Jesus, the true Jesus, was in 2004 when I met the Lord. I was in I had come down with a disease, fibromyalgia. Of course, we didn't know what it was at the time. Just my body started having all kinds of issues and extreme chronic pain issues, and it became quite an ordeal. They put me on so many medications that at one point my liver began to go into dysfunction and everything, and basically my body was starving itself to death, even though I didn't look like I was starving. I was getting no nutrition and stuff. But I was at a point in my life where I truly not only probably was dying, but felt like I was dying. I was in a really bad way. And it broke me to a point that even though I was raised believing in Christianity and Jesus and stuff, I had never been broken to a point, truly broken to a point where I called out to him in total desperation. And I think it was a heart issue where my heart truly was calling out to the Lord. So in 2004, in April of 2004, that was when I first knew the Lord was real, that He had made a visitation to me. Of course, I didn't see His face. I knew it was Jesus. There was an incredible brightness that came into my room, and everything from that point in my spirit, anyways, changed. Maybe not physically. And that's partly what this story is going to be about. His story, how he's been working with me now since 2004 while dealing with fibromyalgia, ministry, and now the coming of the Lord. And I think that's what I'm going to title this video series. I don't know where it's going to go or how many videos it's going to take to get through it. I'm going to try to keep them in short bits so they're not too long and too difficult for y'all to sit through and listen to. But I feel there is something there for others to glean from. The strength that the Lord has given me through all these years of, well, it's been some pretty incredible suffering. Off and on, into a wheelchair, back out of a wheelchair. Just a lot of messing with my brain powers and my abilities to function on that level too. So I want to clearly give an image of the story, so I'll take my time, do short little videos as I can, and get the story out. And so far we're up to me meeting Jesus in 2004. But that did incite a whole change in my life, spiritually anyways. I mean, I began seeking the Lord. I got into reading the Bible, and even though at first it didn't seem to, I didn't seem to grasp what I was reading. I wasn't understanding a lot of what I was reading. It was a story, I was reading it on a historical level, reading through the words and everything. But right from the beginning, I had felt in my spirit to read it aloud to myself. So I did. That first time I read the Bible from front to back out loud to myself. I don't remember how long it took, but I did read it out loud to myself that first time. And changes did begin to happen. I began to have such a desire for the Lord, such a longing to know more. And not only to know more about the Lord, but to know more about His people and to be with His people. And I began reaching out in fellowship, and it meant a lot. It changed a lot. I'm going to stop this video at this point, and I'll just pick it up with the next one, and we'll continue on with the story. I love you. God bless.